Hello, folks, and welcome back. Today we are going to be playing Empyrion Galactic Survival. Let me turn the volume up a little bit, and we're going to be building. But today's game is going to be a vanilla version of the game. And the reason being is because let me pause that because I'm trying to get to my YouTube channel so I can get the link to the video and share it in Discord and stuff like that. Yay! And of course, test the video and all that stuff. And share. Yep, I sound good and all that good stuff. Good deal. So let me grab this link real quick. And put it in the respective Discord. Mind it needs to publish. My Discord, few people's following me and all that stuff. All right. Okay, one more Discord link, and then we will be done with that. So we can go ahead and get Discord out of the way. So today, let me turn my docs on so I can see my YouTube thing. Scenes, transitions, YouTube live control panel. Let's go ahead and turn that on. There we go. All right, beautiful. So we're good to go. All right, I can go ahead and turn off the web browser, and I can go ahead and pull up the game. All right, so today we are going to be, we're going to be doing a few things, but first and foremost, today is actually a special stream for Huffy T's husband, Mr. Huffy, from the Chiefs family. We would like to wish you a happy belated birthday, and we hope that you had a beautiful birthday and you had a lot of fun in your birthday and done all kinds of wonderful things and ate plenty of cake and ice cream, and hopefully you didn't get out of breath from all the candle blowing and all that stuff on the cake. But anyhow, we wish you a happy belated birthday. We hope you had a beautiful, wonderful birthday. Huffy T, this video is for you and your husband. Congratulations on the birthday. Hope y'all had fun. And also to show you this game as well, because we had talked about it during one of your live streams. So for those y'all that follow me and watch my views, check out Huffy T's YouTube channel. I do not have the link to her channel in the description, but if you search on YouTube, Huffy, I think space T, you'll find her channel on Discord. Really good group of people over in her Discord. So tell her that the Chief sent you and all that stuff. All right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to showcase this game to Huffy and her team. Those that don't know anything about this game and stuff like that, we're just going to kind of show them some few things and stuff like that. I had to get a sip of coffee. So grab your coffee, have a seat, and enjoy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, well, let me back up and show you how I got here first. Let's go ahead and back up. All right, so when you load your Empyrion up for the first time, you should have something like this, unless you bought the Dark Faction content. The Dark Faction content gives you a few little things, but it's kind of like a mod to play it. You can just start it right here and all that, and it'll automatically load it up. But we're just going to go with the standard vanilla. So if you load your screen up and you don't have the Dark Faction DLC, your screen might look blue or something like that, but very similar to this. But either which way, you won't have the Dark Faction right here. You'll just have single player co-op. Co-op is for whenever you are playing this game with your friends on Steam and stuff like that. You have to be friends on Steam in order to utilize that feature. But for this purpose, we're just going to go into single player, And then you have the options of load and save. Like if I wanted to load, I could load up the live stream, which is this one right here. That's for my live stream playthrough that I've got going on over there. But we're not getting into that. So there's that. And so in this video, we're going to hit start game. Then we're going to click survival. But before we get started, if you look down here at your scenario button, these are the default mods that come with the game. The vanilla game, the Rise of the Dark Faction. Remember I said earlier, that is your DLC, Dark Faction. Okay, so that'll be right here. Used to, you had to click on that before they put a start button on the front page, the start menu. And then these are the mods, the scenarios, co-op, single player, and multiplayer scenarios that you can run via a dedicated server or for your own personal use. They will be located right here. Okay, so that's how you get that. And then you can hit the workshop button and it'll take you to the Steam workshop and you can browse through there. There's a lot of folks, there is a lot of beautiful content on the Steam workshop. A lot of beautiful content. Those guys do a lot of beautiful work. All right, but we're not going to go there. And then creative, well, that's where you can go in and you can create without any restrictions of food, water, supplies, and all that stuff. It basically gives you dev controls and all that stuff. But we're not going to do that. Okay, freedom, you don't have to worry about resources or hunger management, but it's kind of like survival, but you get to play with unlimited health. But we're going to go into survival because I always build in survival. And then we're going to name our game up here, Huffy T. There we go. Let's do it like that. All right, because this is for her and her husband to wish them a happy, beautiful birthday. All right, we're going to set that. And then we're going to, excuse me. What I like to do is I like to go in here and I like to change auto miner depletion to false. So in this game, you have what's called an auto miner, and you can put that auto miner on resource deposits, and I'll show you in the game, and it will auto mine as long as you keep fuel and all that stuff. So yeah, you can auto mine natural resources in the game that are on planets and stuff like that. So I'm going to adjust those settings, and I'm going to show you in game once we get in game. And then everything else in the option menu, I just want to leave that like that, especially if you're just starting out. And we'll go over some of those details later. But right now, we're just going to get in game and see what's what. So let's go ahead and set my phone over there out of the way. I mean, you can go through here and you can set your difficulty and all that stuff. Constructor, craft speed's normal. Blueprint, repair speed's normal. Blueprint spawn limit. If you set that to true, then you have to, when you go to spawn in like an SV, an HV, or anything like that, you have to have a kind of like a landing pad. You have to have one of those built in order to spawn that in. That's what that means. Everybody that I know, we leave that off. Block limit for certain types of devices. Now, all of us leave that on, and what that is like you have a limited amount of gun turrets per gun turret, like sentry turret, Gatling gun turret, artillery round gun turret, flak turret, missile turret, laser turret. You have a specific number of those things. We leave that on also because, especially for us creators, because we want our creations to be within standard vanilla and or Reforged Eden and things like that. Most of us that have workshop content that you can download, which I have a workshop for y'all to go check out, then when you download it, you don't run into problems. Well, I can't bring this in game. I can't build it. So we leave all that stuff on. Volumes and mass, same thing. CPU points, yes. Unlock blueprint in Blueprint Factory. Now, this is actually a fairly new option that they've done a couple of updates back. So there's a thing, an option that's called the factory, which I'll show you all that once I get in game. And if the blueprint requires objects on the ship or whatever that you haven't leveled up or experienced up and been able to unlock that specific tech, then with this option set to yes, it won't let you build it or spawn it in from the factory. So that's what that option right there does. All right, so we're going to leave everything. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to turn food consumption to slow, oxygen consumption to slow, and temperature impact, radiation. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off because we're not really going to play the game per se. We're just going to mess around, build some things and stuff like that. Now, I could do all this stuff in creative mode. I don't do that like that. Most other content creators, they use creative mode to do that. I build in game, and I'll show you why and how. Because I don't have to worry about checks and balances like, is it correct CPU? Do I have the appropriate weights and volumes? So forth, so on. Now, when you first start in the game, probably the easiest planet for you if you're just starting out in Empyrion probably will be Akua. Okay? So that would probably be the easiest for you to do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start this bad boy. As you own the Dark Faction, do you want to add the Dark Faction into this new game? You know what? Let's not, because you may not have that content. So we're going to leave it strictly vanilla. But now if you do have the Dark Faction DLC, like I think it was like $9.99. I only bought it because I'm a content creator and I create content for y'all. So that's why I bought that, so we could go over it and all that stuff. That's in a different video. All right, so we're going to crash to the planet, and yours should look something similar to this. Okay? Easy peasy. All right. All right, so here we are. We're on ground, folks. This right here will come up for you.
Emergency situation detected. Robinson Protocol UCH001A initiated.
All right. Well, if you're just starting out, you would click the yes. Here, pause. You would click this button right here, and then it would give you its in-game tutorials and stuff like that. Me, I'm a veteran. I've got over 1,000 hours in this game, so we're going to go ahead and skip that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start turning on some dev commands, okay? And how you do that is you go to your tilde key, which those of y'all that don't know what a tilde key is, it is the key on your keyboard to the left of the number 1 button at the top of your keys. Not on your numpad, but on the main keyboard. It's the button to the left of that. So we're going to push that. And in here, you can type in help, and it'll give you a list of all the commands and stuff like that. Okay? But we're only interested in a very, very few. Okay? So one, we're going to turn on the item menu, which is going to be IM, enter. Then we're going to turn on God mode. Well, that's abbreviated by GM, enter. Then we're going to turn on the spawn blueprints mode, which is SBP, short for spawn blueprints. And that's pretty much it. Okay? Then when we do that, we're going to hit the escape key. So now, if you notice, we are flying around. Okay? That's the GM. That's the God mode. Okay? And as long as we're flying around in God mode, then we don't use our food or nothing like that. Okay? Now, if you want to quickly disable God mode without having to go back into the dev console, just hit the G key. See? I don't want to fall down to the ground too hard and hurt myself. Okay, so now we're no longer in God mode, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and turn God mode on also. Now, if you remember, we had spawn blueprints and stuff like that. Well, before we get to that, let's look at a few other things that we have. If we hit our tab key, that brings up our personal inventory that is on our person. On the left-hand side, you have all these nice little goody things that you'll want to take a look at and all that stuff when you spawn into your game. So, I mean, here's just a nice little detector right here. We can throw it down here. It ain't going to hurt nothing. Here's just a tent we can lay down. Tents act as a spawn point, like if you die and all that stuff. All right, now, moving on. Over here on the right-hand side, you'll notice all these little icons over here. Well, that is your suit's emergency portable constructor. Now, your detector right here, which you already have one in the toolbar down here, we moved it down there, that doesn't cost resources. Your little survival tool, that don't cost resources either, and that's pretty much the only thing that costs resources. So we're going to go ahead and build us a little survival tool, okay, guys? Now, while that's doing that, let's move on. Up here, if you notice, you have different icons. This icon is, I think, network co-op. This icon is your tech tree, okay? I'm going to go ahead and hit escape and press the F3 key. When I press the F3 key, it brings that back up also, okay? You have different techs. You have base tech, capital vessel tech, small vessel tech, which is also known as CV, SV, and then lastly but not least, HV, which is a hover vessel. So if you hear other players refer to CV, HV, or SV, then you know that they're talking about a capital vessel for CV, and a small vessel for SV, and then a hover vessel for HV. And then you have, different text that you have to unlock for each particular item. Then you have MISC items, which is your base starter block, your hover vessel starter block, then fuel packs and stuff like that, then SV starter, and then the capital vessel starter blocks, and then portable constructor. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to run around and we're going to get enough experience points so that we can unlock this. Okay? Now, to build that construction block, you need to build it right here with those resources. It needs 5 carbon substrate. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our little menu and we're going to go drag our little thingy down here on the ground or on our toolbar. We can give that a cheeky little scan thing. All right, now, if you have your survival tool selected, right click, and it gives you a wheel that gives you different options. You have a defense mode, which gives you a little phaser, choo 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 choo. Then you have a salvage mode, which we can't salvage that, but it salvages like POIs such as metal and vehicles and buildings and stuff like that. Then you have, lastly but not least, your resource mode. Now, the resource allows you to resource things. See, we have 6 carbon substrate. Okay. Let's go into that menu. So we have the 5 carbon substrate for that, but we still can't build that. The reason being, if we go back to F3 to this tab right here and go back to our tools, no, it's MISC, I'm sorry, our MISC tab, then we see we need at least one unlock point. One unlock point, but we have none. So we can't unlock that yet. And what we do is we just continue resourcing, gathering stone and stuff like that. Okay? And this is the easiest planet that you can actually play on starting out in your game is Akua. Okay? It's the easiest level. Okay? Now, these right here, those are protein plants. So we're going to grab a couple of those as well. Remember, we're still in God mode. It doesn't matter because we're still in God mode. So, and we're going to stay in God mode because, like I said, we're not playing the game per se. We're just showcasing it, and then we're going to start building some things also. Okay. All right. Now, did you hear that? We got a token. That sound went off. We got XP. So let's see. Do we have a point yet? We do not have a point yet. So that was to show us that we have this token right here, an Explorer token. You can take that token or any of them and go to the gen consoles on trading stations. Sometimes you have trading stations on planet. Sometimes you have trading stations on star bases in orbit. And yes, you can leave the planet, guys. Once you get a ship, an SV or a CV, once you get a small vessel or a capital vessel, you can leave orbit and you can go travel to other planets. You'll never travel to every planet playing this game. That's how many planets you can go to. In order to do that, hit the map key, and you have your system map. We're in this system right here. We're in the crown system. We're on the planet Akua. Okay, that's where we're at. Now, if you go over here and you hit the info panel, then you can have these tabs right here. This is the system view. This is the sector. This is the actual planet. Okay, which Akua has those resources, and it tells you what resources is on the planets. You can also go over here to this one, and it tells you the resources right here. So that's how that works. This is your galaxy map, and you can go to pretty much all of those stars. Here, let's show you. You can go to all these stars. Okay. Yes. There's that many, folks. So you're not going to get bored with going from planet to planet. Now, if we turn on the information tab and the territories, then we see the territories of different factions in the game. Which I don't remember which colors represents which factions because I never really cared much about all that stuff. I myself, I really don't play this game like it's supposed to be played, short of doing some co-op with other players and stuff like that. Otherwise, I mainly build things in this game and stuff like that and upload them to the workshop that you may use for your own pleasures and all that stuff. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get out of that, and more to come on that later. We're going to go ahead and grab these resources so that we can level up and unlock our... Now, I don't have to do that because I have access to the dev console, but I'm going to go ahead and do this so we can at least, at the very least, unlock the portable constructor for you. Let's go ahead and get... Ooh, what is that? Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and get that big old tree right there. Well, Peter would be mad. So, and if you find that you do have some questions and I have not answered those questions for you during this stream or whatever, just put them in the chat or put them in the chat below the stream after the stream's over, and I'll try to answer them and stuff like that. But I've been sitting here today thinking, you know, what can I stream and stuff like that. I couldn't stream last night or yesterday or the day before after my last stream because we had a storm come through here, and because I use T-Mobile's home Wi-Fi, it's reliant on cell phone towers and stuff like that. Well, with the storm coming through 100 mile an hour, well, we didn't have too good of signal to do a live stream. I mean, I probably could have uploaded the video, but I'm too lazy to sit and record a video. Then I've got to process the video, edit the video. Then I've got to process it, export it. Then I've got to upload it. I can just do a live stream. Nothing fancy and all that. No bells and whistles. Just do a live stream. Get straight to the point. I don't have to waste time converting videos, exporting videos, uploading videos, and all that. And I can just 2 minutes later go into another live stream on something else. So, and the video is already saved to my channel. You know, do you see where it's time efficient for me? So I can just jump on here and do an hour, 3-4 hour stream, and then just go on to the next video. But unfortunately, with my internet, my live streams are no longer 4K. The best I can do is 30 frame rates a second at 1080p HD, which is high definition. Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. That's just the best I can do. Okay, so we got 10 unlock points. So we want to unlock our portable constructor. Yay, that's done. Now we can't unlock our portable heater just yet because we're not level 3. We're only level 2. Now, we don't have to unlock all these other things, but it would behoove us to go ahead and unlock these as we, at least the assault rifle and the shotgun, early game as soon as we can. Let's see what we got for tools. Now these lights right here, they're nice. They're freaking awesome. You'll love those. And our ore scanner. So, you know, you just want to go through the tech tree and all that stuff and go from there. All right. Now I got enough of these, and showed you how to level up and all that stuff. Ooh. Oh, that's right. I don't have those to zoom. But yeah, the graphics is really beautiful in this game. All right. So, if you remember, whenever I typed into Dev Console, IM, that stands for item menu. Okay. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before we go there, let me go ahead and open up the tab menu. Let's go ahead and create that portable constructor. And we'll go ahead and create that water and O2 condenser also. Okay, so while that's cooking, let's go ahead and, to access the H menu, press the H key, and that gives you everything in the thing to build with. Like if you go to blocks, here's your base block, your SV starter block. You have to have these blocks. Okay. The constructors are where you build these blocks. Okay. And we're going to go over that. But we're also going to kind of cheese it a little bit because, well, that's just me. And I'm going to give myself the debug assault rifle. Okay. I'm going to give myself a multi-tool. I'm going to give myself about 5 charges. Okay. And if you notice this right here, if I didn't have God mode on, whenever I got to 500 on the left number, I would be over encumbered. Okay. So, but we're not worried about that right now. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in my ships from my live stream build and all that stuff. My SV and my HV. I think I named them live stream. The old thingy says that I have 2 viewers. So don't be shy. Say hi. All right. Let's see. Live stream build. Now it's red. Because that could be because I'm not level 7. And I don't have the technologies unlocked. Yee! We're falling to the ground. All right. Now, I don't think. Let me look real quick. I see SV. Let's go to our weapons. Okay, so they don't have the mechanical drills for SVs in vanilla. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to save that. Okay. Wrong thing. Let me get that grass out the way real quick. All right, beautiful. All right, let's get that out of the way. I think it's F6. There we go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to Alt-O. This is how you save your blueprint. We're going to save this as live stream van. That way we know that this is for vanilla, because vanilla doesn't have those drills, those mechanical drills. Okay, so yeah, that's why we're doing that. Okay, now whenever I go to spawn it in, now the only problem I have now is I don't have the tech unlocked. Okay, but you see, it's easier for you to build that ship. Now, for those of y'all that, well, how does your factory work? Well, your factory works by pressing the F2 key. Okay, and like if you take any one of these, okay, select any one of these. Let's go with a CV. Well, okay, let's not go with a CV then. Let's look at some stock. Let's look at a stock SV, and it might not do it because I have the spawn blueprints on. Yeah, see, because my level, we're not level whatever yet. Let's look at this little arrow right here. Level 12, level 7, level. Well, either which way, you'll select the respective ship over here, or base, or HV, or CV vessel. And what you'll do is you'll actually select that, and then you'll click Add to Factory. And then whenever you click Add to Factory, then you'll have a little thing right here, and you can drag resources out of your inventory and add into that factory. Okay, so let's fuel this bad boy up. But before we do that, let's go ahead and turn our stuff back on. Let's go ahead and remove those lights, because remember, those lights are causing us problems in the live stream build, and I don't think that I uploaded that. Okay, so we're going to go to H menu, and we're going to look for, we're going to go ahead and select everything. We're going to unclick that. We're going to check fuel. All right, it don't matter if it's biofuel or any one of these fuel things. We'll just grab a couple of, I don't know, that should be enough. And then we're going to hit the P menu. The P menu brings up this menu. This is where you can control different things and all that stuff. We'll get to that later on if y'all have questions on that. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there that will help you with that. Let's go ahead and grab our fuel and drag it into our fuel tanks. Okay, easy peasy. Now this vessel right here, it does have cargo on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right here to our cargo container, and we're going to throw our resources that we have in it. Okay. These, we don't need these. We can throw those away because those are not for this. But those are for the HVs in this particular game, in the vanilla game. Those are reforged. All right, now that we've got our constructor, our portable constructor built, let's go over here and let's drag that down. And then this is our O2 water thingy. Okay. Let's throw our constructor down right here. Okay, let's throw this down right beside it. This is very important if you're on a planet that does not have no oxygen. Okay, and what you do is you come over here. You get your, whoa. I was in the disc wheel. You get you some trees. Okay, just like this. Yep, it's like watching paint dry. But remember, the survival tool does not use fuel. It is your backup go-to when you don't have fuel for the more advanced things. All right, now let's go to our constructor right here. Let's go ahead and throw that wood in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make biofuel. So let's go ahead and get, I don't know, however many it wants to make. What that's going to do is that's going to break down and it's going to make the resource. It needs plant fibers. Okay. Now, it's going to need wood logs to make plant fibers. So it's going to make the plant fibers, and then it's going to put them back in the queue in order to make the biofuel. The more you play, the easier it gets to figure all that out. Now, one important thing, guys, is if you are playing co-op or multiplayer, make sure you hit allow faction access. Okay? Now, how do you do faction access? Let's hit the F1 key, and let's go right here to logistics. No, don't need logistics. Tech trees. Nope. Factions right here. Here we go. Here's factions right here, guys. All right. We haven't discovered any factions yet, but here's a faction right here. We can make humans. So we're going to create a faction, and we're going to name it Chief. Can we set it? All right, there we go. All right, now in that faction, I am the owner of the faction. Now, if you or your party members join that faction, you have to go right here, select human, find the name of the faction that you've created, and then they would send, when you collect that, they would send the apply tab right here. Then you, as the owner of the faction, you would go out here where you see the request would be in this list, and then you would either accept alliance, reject alliance, remove, so forth, and all that. Everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. This icon right here, this is your PDA. This has all your missions and stuff like that. Tutorial, solo missions, da-da-dee-la-da-da. This is your factory blueprints icon right here. Okay, which we went over that. This is your registry. We're not going to get into the tutorial of registries and all that stuff because it would probably confuse a lot of you. It's not a bad thing. All right, now let's look at here. See, if you notice, we got 3 biofuels. So we're going to go ahead and throw those biofuel right here. Then we're going to come right over here, and we're going to hold this shift button down, and it's going to move all 3 of them over here. Once again, if you're playing co-op or multiplayer, you want to allow faction access. Okay, because if not, you're just going to hurt yourself. All right, so now that we have this, we actually have fuel and stuff like that. So we can actually lift up and fly around. And once we fly around and we start scanning things with our little detector and stuff, then we'll actually let me turn on pilot mode. There we go. There we go. That's a lot better. See how my icon's moving now? Yay! But this is an easy little SV. I've got a few different little SVs available on the workshop. This one here is not on the workshop just yet. I wish they'd let you write a description whenever you go to upload them to the workshop, which we can try to do. Let's see, F2 menu, my ships, live stream vanilla. Yeah, see, I can't publish this to the workshop just yet. I don't know if it's because I got. Well, yeah, I don't know. But I'll make it available for you on the workshop. I think it's because I'm in the dev console or whatever. I don't know. I may be wrong. But yeah, we're flying around now. The green guys, those are the Talons. I think it's Talons or whatever they're called. I don't know. But they're generally friendly. But I will tell you this: if you're in their territory and you throw a stick in the mud, that makes them upset because they're kind of like Elion's Empyrion Galactic Survival's version of PETA. Okay, so if you notice, the more we fly around, the more experience we're getting and discovering things as well. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. But yeah, we're just kicking on around, cruising, and stuff like that. And we can change view. If we hit the O key, then it will level our ship out. It will level our ship out, okay? Now, if we hit the V key, we come out to the external view. Now, if you want to look around and adjust the camera, hit the Alt key. Once you hit the Alt key, then you wheel out on the mouse, press page up, page down, so forth, and all that stuff. Press Alt again, pull up so you don't hit trees. I know, right? It's crazy. But what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to make some different variations of this ship. Okay? And we're going to see if we can't push the boundaries a little bit. With that being said. And you know what? It might not let me publish the workshop because this is actually from a Reforged Eden build. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and stop right here at this carbon deposit. That way we can work on this. What the hell? Yep, that happened. Alright, let's go ahead and land and hit the Y key. With the Y key turns everything off. Okay? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit our tilde key and we're going to type in DI. Then we're going to hit escape. Nope, that is the wrong thing. Alright, hold on. Let me get back to the game. Not DI, but so we're going to hit DI again and turn that off. We're going to hit DM, debug menu. Now, when we hit escape, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of bring our time over here. There we go, where it's daylight. And then we're going to pause the time. Okay. Beautiful. All right, now, what we're going to do is we're going to P menu. We're going to rename this live stream fighter. Okay. And let me look. Let's go under it and look. Let's look real quick at our options. Let's see, is it these? No, it would be these. All right. Now I think now what the problem is the engines. So we're going to change some engines around and see what we got and stuff like that. Okay. And actually, what we're going to do, hold on. What we're going to do, we're going to start from scratch, guys. We're going to start from scratch because I don't feel like trying to figure out what's Reforged Eden and what's not Reforged Eden. So we're going to need a cockpit. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab some generators. Let's see. Let's go with the small generators. Small fuel tanks. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. All right. Small generator. Well, we might need a couple of more small generators. So, yeah. All right. Fuel tank. Oxygen tank. That right there you'll have to unlock. We're trying to make this to where we can bring it in nice and small, easy, and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and get my starter block, which will be this one right here. We just need one of those. Okay. So we're going to have that set there to the side. We're going to clear the grass a little bit. There we go. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to build this exactly like that, but we're going to build it with vanilla. Okay. There we go. We just got to mow the grass. Yes, you can mow the grass here. I wish all the games had something where you can mow the grass. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw down our starter block. Okay. Just like that. Bam. Okay. It'll fall here in a minute. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab us some blocks. Decisions. Well, if you're starting vanilla, carbon composite would be easiest. So let's get that out of our way and just rearrange some stuff real quick. Okay, let's move that here. Okay. All right. Now, because this is a fighter, you're going to need some protection under the bottom like this has got. Okay? Just saying. Now, so you can build this easy on the workshop. We're not going to do the bulletproof cockpit. You can upgrade that or get that on your own accord. We're just making this where you can, so you have a regular cockpit, which has, I don't know how many hit points because it ain't saying. And then you have your armored cockpit, which, once again, it doesn't say how many hit points it is. But anyhow, but we're just trying to get this in game for you. All right? So, what we're going to do is, if you right click, when you select the cockpit, if you right click, we're going to go ahead and go with the same cockpit that we had right here. Okay? Just like that. Okay? And this here's if you look at the red blocks, it's 2 blocks wide, 2 blocks tall, and 10 miles long. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and place that there. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove our coil. Well, our core. We're going to go ahead and place it back. But we're going to stick it right there somewhere. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and leave that right there. We're going to drag those steel blocks down, okay? Because we got to have guns on the side, remember? So we're going to go ahead and build that out, okay? So there you go. There's our coil, or not coil, but core, okay? Now we need to decide on what guns do we have. So let's go ahead and hit our F3 menu, okay? And the soonest that we can get guns would be these Gatling guns right here. Okay. That's level 3. All right. Now, let's go to our H menu. We're going to go to, that's railgun. Ah, there we go. So we need 2 of those. Okay. And we're going to put one right there. And then we're going to put one right there. Okay. So this is the cockpit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Five like that. All right. Now, so now what that is here. Let me remove that and I'll show you. Oh shit, wrong block. All right. So this is 2 blocks. So that is the same length as without the engines on it. So now we know that our engines on the back will butt up against that. Okay. So that's why we done that, and that's how we know that. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to hit our N key, and then it's going to bring up this little menu right here. If we hit symmetry, untick XY, and tick YZ, this works with bases. Anything you build, this works with that. And then we're going to select between the middle plane, between the middle of the cockpit, okay? Then we're going to hit the N key again, otherwise we're not going to be able to do anything. Okay? So now we need to decide, okay, I have a generator. Okay, not a problem. We can remove some blocks here. We just needed to know where our engine butted up to. Okay. Let's put... Let me look. Okay. Hold on. Let's go ahead and grab that core again. We're going to move the core, and I'll tell you why here in just a second. Okay. There we go. The reason being is because we want these blocks right here, these shapes. Now, what I done is I left control key and right clicked to select that shape. Okay, what I want to do is I want to keep the same aesthetics, okay, as this ship right here. Okay. Now, let me look. Ammo box. We're going to need an ammo box. Let's see, ammo container. Let's hit the F3 key real quick. F3. Remember, this is our small vessel. We can unlock the that generator, but let's look at ammo. Cargo boxes. We can unlock cargo boxes. And then ammo controller. But I was thinking that ammo container ammo, that it had its own ammo box. Of course, you'll want lights too. All right, well, let me find that ammo container controller. Let's throw one of these on here real quick for science. All right, now. Okay, so that in itself will only hold 125 rounds. Okay. Now, let's see here. We already got our... No, wrong one. Dummy. We need 15 millimeter. H. And let's look at 15. That would be those. All right. So let's look at this. And how many of those rounds can we put in there? Well, 4,000 is too much. 2,000 is too much. So 1,000. All right, so 1,250 is the absolute most rounds you can put in that box. Okay? And what we're going to do to make this easy for y'all is we're going to leave just that box there. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to make it to where decisions. Let's see here. Is that it? Yes. Okay. Nope, not that one. What? That's weird. Well, that's not the correct. There it is. That'll work. All right, we're gonna. There we go. Okay. Does that have a smaller, like a lip? Let's look. Let's see real quick. It might be in this one. Yeah. That's the one we're looking for, guys. Right there. Okay, yep, that's it. And then perfect. And then, bam, there we go. Okay? Easy peasy. Yep. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and change our direction on that, which by doing so we can use the home key to rotate. The insert key changes our orientation. See how that little purple thing, that little purple line thing? So press the home key again and it changes on us. All right. Now, because we don't want this to be too wide, that's as wide as we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and continue with the thin blocks. And if you want to sprucing it up a little bit, you can have these blocks like so. You know, this is our outside armor. Okay? But remember, before we get ahead of ourselves, all right, that's the Gatling gun. Okay. We need to put our engines in there. And I think, yeah, I put our Gatling guns too far back. Okay. So let's go ahead and move those around. Let's just stick these right here or something. Let's move these right here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Something like that. All right, so now we know that went back 2 blocks. Okay. All right, so now what I like to do, let's go to F3. All right, now, the reason we're going to F3 is because we're seeing what level we can unlock what. Okay. And we have to be minimum level 5 right here to unlock the small thrusters. Okay. So let me see. I don't know. I don't remember how to add the levels, but okay, but we can still build it because we're in Dev Console. All right, so we want our... so you see how the side thrusters are actually right here lined with the console? So that means that they would need to be right here. The left and the right thrusters. But let's go ahead and well, where are you at? Really? All right. Well, obviously it's going to be that thruster small. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of hover that there, and we're going to select our insert key and then push our home key to rotate the thrusters. All right. And then we're going to put that in there. Okay. Then we want to stick it right there where we can see it, and then we want to face it down, and then we want to put our lift thrusters behind that. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of spice things up a little bit to give it a little bit of a different shape. We're going to go ahead and put that there like that. We'll come back and we'll color it here in a minute. Okay, see how the mirror build's turned on? Okay. So there's our lift, strafe, thrusters, and stuff like that. All right, so now we need... I'm going to put this here just as a placeholder for right at the moment. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. Okay, let's go back to our thrusters. Let's go ahead and remove that one and that one. Okay. Okay, I know what I was doing. Let's go ahead and rotate that. We're going to put that thruster right here. Okay. We'll go ahead and put the protector over that thruster. Okay. And then now we are going to put our down thrusters. Let's stick that right there so we can orientate it down. Right there. Okay. Now the only thrusters that we need now are, we can go ahead and remove these now. Okay. Is let's go ahead and put those like that. Okay. Now, let's go back to our F3 menu. The only thrusters that we can get at level 7, as soon as we can get them as level 7, would be the medium thrusters at level 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to put two of these for right now. Okay? So all of our thrusters are complete now, guys. That makes this ship function. Okay, we're going to remove that. We're going to remove that. But now we need to put in our fuel tanks. Okay. So let's go ahead and put a fuel tank in right there. Let's go ahead and put a generator in right there. Let's go ahead and fill that fuel tank up. We need the H key for that. There we go. That'll work. All right. P menu. Let's go ahead and dump that fuel in there. Stand by this thruster and get cooked. Yes, that's a thing. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean out our inventory of everything. Because remember, we're still playing in the survival mode. So the weight and stuff does matter. All right, so we're back to our standard lottie-dottie self. Let's turn off God mode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to also turn off symmetry mode also. Okay. And then, bam. All right, so we're out of God mode now. All right, so now let's take our ship, lift up, and you notice our speed's limited to 70 meters per second. Roll. Okay. What we're doing is we're testing our ship, our agility of our ship. All right, it's got some serious roll on it now. All right. All right. So this right here is a pretty good little functioning ship. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and shut. I've got one generator. If you notice over there, I don't know how to. Well, no, it moves with me. But over to the right, you see a little fuel pump looking thing, and right above that is your generator power output. You know, what is it going to do? All right, so our Gatling gun. Oh my gosh, come on. All right, so our little thingy. All right, so what we did not put, what we forgot to put on here was our forward stopping. All right, so it shows we need an ammo box. We have an ammo controller, but apparently that's not going to be enough. All right. Yeah, she's got some real serious roll to her. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and level out. We're going to go ahead and turn our cruise control off. Okay. Just land on the ground right here. Okay, we'll turn everything off. And the reason we ain't stopping is because we forgot one very crucial thing. Let's go ahead and turn on God mode. All right, let's see here. Let's take these. Okay. And let's move those. Okay. Now, we still got some real high roll, which is real good. Till you not, you know, you can't do anything. I'm checking the roll and stuff. If you're wondering what I'm doing, guys. Yeah, it's got some real sensitive roll. Now, the more blocks you put on this, the more it will all right, now let's try to stop. All right, see now you see how we're stopping. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of all that stuff. We're gonna go ahead and exit out of that. We're still in God mode. All right, yes, it'll fly around like that, guys. We're gonna look at it. Yeah, it's got some real good sweet roll, and you kind of want that. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to get this to where you can bring it in game easy peasy. Okay? All right. So now, did I not put an ammo controller on it? Shit. All right, here we go. Ammo controller for SV and HV. So let's go ahead and let's rotate that. There we go. All right. Now let's go ahead and throw in some 15. I forget what we said we needed. I think it was like 1,000 and some change. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of all that stuff, because remember, weight does matter. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and turn off God mode. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now, there you go, guys. You can have 1,000 rounds. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm rotating and strafing. So yeah, there you go. So you can get away with an ammo container, just an ammo container, okay? All right. So now, what we can do? Oh, God mode. So there's your bullets right there, okay? There's your bullets right there. Now, what we want to do, let me think. I want to be able to bring this in game for you right now. Oh, by the way, how much is our CPU? CPU is a thing. There's two things. Let's hit F3. A detector. I want a detector, but you can't build a detector just yet, because remember, you can only build well, you have to be level 5 minimum. So let's go ahead and unlock that detector. Well, we'll go ahead and build a detector on it, and we'll go ahead and get one of those generators on it as well. Okay, you can put a refrigerator on it. You can go ahead and get a container controller, and if you're level 5, you can go ahead and get a cargo container extension. Level 5, you'll need landing gear. All right, so let's go ahead and get our generator, our detector, let's see, our container extensions. I'm going to show you what those do. Let's go ahead and get 10 of them. We don't want to get too stupid with it. Let's go ahead and go to our blocks, and we want to use steel blocks. I say about 20 of them should be enough to get done what we're wanting to do. 30. Let's go with 30. Now, let's take... This is going to fall to the ground. Let's take that away, and then put that one there in its place. Okay? So what that does is that gives us power, whatever, and all that stuff. Alright, now let's go ahead and stick our detector. Well, before we do that, let's go ahead and throw some of these cargo containers in there. Now, what you have to do is you have to butt the cargo extensions up to the container controller. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Whoa, easy. Okay. And we're going to save that little spot right there for our fridge. Okay. It's somewhere. There it is. All right, we're going to put our little fridge right there. You can turn it whichever way you want. It's not a right or a wrong way. So there's our little fridge right there. Now, let's go over here and look at our container controller now. Notice we have, instead of 125, we have 875. Okay. All right, now, which we can go ahead and add some more container extensions in here. Okay, that'll be fine. Let's go ahead and plop our detector down, and you'll see why here in a minute. So now we want to go ahead and kind of protect this a little bit. So how do we do that, Chief? Well, first of all, we select that. We go ahead and turn N key back on, select symmetry. It will remember the last place symmetry was at. So we stick that there. Okay. Whoop, whoop. We put those there. We're just doing that for aesthetics, guys. We don't have to have that. And we can do the same with that if we wanted to. But in this instance, we're just going to do just that. We're going to be dull and boring. Okay. And what that's doing is that's giving us a small layer of protection. Not much, but a small layer of protection. Okay. Let me think. All right, let's see here. I'm decision making, guys. I'm decision making. That's the piece I'm looking for right there. Beautiful. All right, now let's go to this little piece right here. Beautiful. All right. Perfect. All right, now let's go ahead and get that block back. The seasons. We need some more steel blocks. Okay, now let's F3 level 5. We're going for level 5, right? We got the small thrusters, landing gear. Okay, so we need landing gear tier 1. 8. Landing gear, come here. Alright, landing gear tier 1 will be this one right here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1. You don't need 4. I'm just aesthetics. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this out to give it some of that bottom protection. Alright, now let's go ahead and give our little access. Where's it at? Ah, there he is. There we go. Now let's go back to this one. All right. All right. Now let's see. Now they have some weird shapes that will allow us certain latitude. I don't know if this would be one of them. No, that would not be one of them. Let's see. What do they have? Do they have anything that we're looking for specifically? Okay, nope. That's not going to work. Nope, that's not going to work. I don't think that they're going to have one for us, guys. I don't think they do. And you'll spend hours when you're building your own creations, guys. you'll spend hours in here, I promise you. But that one would work. Actually, no. Not what I really, really wanted, but okay, it's gonna be this one. But it will work. It will work. Well, not really. Like, it wasn't really what I was wanting. I mean, it will work. There you go. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it'll work. All right, now, um, let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's get a little crazy with it. Yeah, we're just getting a little crazy with it, guys. All right, now, let's... All right, there's that. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and just drop some of that in there. Hmm. 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 We're just trying to dress it up, guys. Just trying to do a little something different. That's all. And we'll go ahead and do that. Because all we're doing is really just covering all this stuff up. You see what I'm saying? That's all. Just making it aesthetically pleasing. Okay. Not too serious, too fancy. All right. So now we need to go ahead and get this. Um, I think I'm doing this right. Ba, 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 ba. All right. And now let's go ahead and throw that bad boy in there. Up, 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 up. All right. Let's take a look. Let's look on this side. Bu-bu-bu-bu-bu. Shit. Let me think. I'm thinking, guys. Maybe this is the route I want to go. Mm-hmm. I removed something. I don't know what I removed, but I removed something. Oh. Yeah. There we go. You can tell when somebody's thinking. Alright. Maybe this is the route I want to go now. Let's see. Is it this one? Is it this one? Which one is it? We'll go here. Oh, it's in here somewhere. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, there we go. All right. Well. We'll just go that way with it. Okay. That's what we'll do for right now. Alright, there's that one. Alright. So now we have our ooh, hold on. Nope, that ain't gonna work. So now we have our little there we go. That'll work. And we're just gonna throw some just regular blocks here. Okay. And then we have that's them right there. Let's rotate those. Alright, so there we go. We have our SV that is kind of got a little bit of armor on it. You know, because remember, this is just starting out. Okay. Okay. And you can change it, customize it, and all that stuff. So now we just need some landing gears. I like these or these. I'm not quite sure about these, so let's look at these for just a second. So if we was to do those landing gears, okay. Then they would go like that. You see what I'm saying? Now, if we was to do, that's not really a landing gear. It's basically like a docking pad. But anyhow, if we was to do these, then we would have to expose some stuff. Okay? And I like to do them facing that direction. Okay? But that doesn't offer you a whole bunch of protection from that. You know, so keep that in mind, guys. Okay? So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. All right. Let's go ahead and get this stuff out of my inventory. Turn off God mode. Get in there before I burn up the radiation. And then turn off symmetry. Okay. There we go. All right, now let's get out of that. All right, so now our speed went down to, what is that, 69. Okay, because of the sheer weight that we put. But now, not only do we have guns, but we have our detector. See what I'm saying? Now, if you find that this is a little too rocky, well, that's all right, guys. There's what you can go. That's called roll. Go into P menu, go into statistics, and your roll. Turn it down to like 3 or something, and then I hit the A key strafe, not roll. And then you can see how I turned it down. It doesn't whoop, whoop, whoop. See what I'm saying? So, you can still roll or whatever, but it's not like it was earlier. So, but you'll have to figure out what works for you, okay, guys? You'll have to figure out what works for you. Boop, boop, bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, so let's see, where's the sun at? We need to go towards that direction. We've got, oh, there's the escape pod right there. Woohoo! All right, so the escape pod is right here. Okay, there should be a SV somewhere around it. Because remember, we built on that hill. I'm not sure where the, yeah, see, here's our other stuff right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and level out. And then go ahead and shut it off. Actually, we can go ahead and it should lock. But for some reason it ain't locked. So let's go into devices, and what we're going to do is we're going to auto group these. Okay, let's look at our CPU. We still have roughly 3,000 CPU left. So what that does is that allows you to add more things to the ship. For example, let's go ahead and get out of the ship. Yes, I'm yawning. Okay, see how the, let's turn on God mode. See how the landing gears landed? Now you can put a landing gear on the front or whatever and all that stuff. Let's get a paint gun. Yeah, let's find us a paint gun, shall we? Paint texture gun. You can make a paint texture gun in the, constructor. I don't know which one it is. All right, let's see, which one is it? Texture and symbol. Texture and color. All right. All right, let's, oh, you know what? I think they have a camouflage pattern. Oh, let's see. Yes, there it is. Okay. Why ain't you painting? Oh, you know what? It's probably because I'm in God mode and I'm under the, Alright, so that's the camouflage pattern there. Let's look at some different coloring options. Ooh, here we go. The reason it's like that, guys, is because you know what? Let's go with purple. Purple work. The reason it's like that is because I'm in God mode and I'm going under the terrain. That's why it's doing that. So no worries. No worries. Which, I mean, I can get in the ship and lift the ship off the ground, and that will solve that problem. See? Easy peasy. So if you find you're having the same problem, that's why. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and paint the bottom camouflage purple. Ooh. Flames. 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 Ah. There you go. Camouflage purple, guys. Can we get a darker gray? Maybe not. All right, let's see here. And then the red. Can we get a darker red? Yeah, there we go. Get a camouflage red, folks. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just being silly with it. Yeah, we need to take away the pink gun. oh, I remember now. All right, let's go. Hold on. Let's go to F3. Well, before I do that, let me show you. Earlier, we put our energy fuel in there. 3 biofuels renders 25 oxygen, 25 water. Okay. So that's why you need that oxygen thingy, and that right there, your construction thingy. Let's see. Can we do a texture thingy? I don't see one. Your portable constructor is limited at what it can actually build. Is to help you get started and then accomplish other things in the game. So it's limited to build. So it might be a small constructor, but yeah, you'll get it figured out. Just play with it, figure it out, and all that stuff. Now let's go back to the F3 menu. All right, remember we're working on level 5, which that is the minigun. Okay. You can throw an armor locker on there if you want, so forth, so on. We already got the ammo containers on there. We already got the small thrusters on there. Okay, so let's get that little minigun. Yes, right here. Yes, folks. Here's your minigun. And of course, you can put any one of these. You can put any one of these things on there. Alright. So if you notice, the minigun's hovering. Okay? It's because of these blocks right here. Okay? All you gotta do is just remove these blocks. How wide is the minigun? I forget. Okay, so that poses a problem for the minigun. It's 3 blocks wide. Because the cockpit that we used, that poses a problem. Okay. So it's not a huge problem. So what you'll have to do is take all these things off. I'm going to show you what you can do. Okay. Alright. So now. Oh, I didn't take all these blocks off. You'll have to do some cosmetic But once you start building in the game, you know you'll learn pretty quickly. Ba, 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 ba. I like to put the minigun on the back, facing backwards. So whenever I'm flying away from something, you see what I'm saying? So you can put it off-centered like that. If you don't like it being off-centered, then you can move it over, and then you can just bring everything, all this stuff out one block more, and then just change the cockpit out to a different cockpit. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and drag our cockpit down here. Okay, let's go ahead and, because we're going to have to move these. Okay. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're going to have to move this all over. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. And you can just do a different style cockpit when you get up to that area in your... I don't think that the wide... This might be one. Yeah, see, this gives you a lower profile cockpit. I think this one gives you a lower profile cockpit. If you want to keep the low profile, this does not. That does not. That does not. And that doesn't. So I'm thinking maybe that one. Okay, so we still keep our low profile. All right, so now let's go ahead and throw our stuff back. Okay, so our minigun goes roughly right there. All these blocks that we just removed off of here. Okay, so let's go ahead and select. Move. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead, remove this and that. So everything's got to be moved over a block, remember? So just keep that in mind. Yeah, we just throw that there for right now. All right. Move that over. Move those down. We don't even need the carbon substrate no more. We can go ahead and pick that up. Oh, no, not that. All right, there we go. Remember, we got to move everything over a block. Let's see. Yep, okay. So it's engine. All right. Okay, and then that's the down engine. Yep, that's facing down. And then that engine's facing down. That engine's facing out. Okay. Okay. Now let's go ahead and put our ammo controller back. Now we will need another cargo extension right here. But we can go ahead and grab a couple more cargo extensions. It don't matter, but we'll need that cargo extension there, and then we can add some more cargo extensions to give us a little bit more cargo. See what I'm saying, guys? You see where I'm going with this? All right, so now let's by us doing this, it affords us a different opportunity, a different building pattern. See where I'm going with this? So, yeah, that affords us a different build pattern if we want it. If we want it. But we're gonna go ahead and stick to. Yep, that's it right there. We're gonna go ahead and stick to that one, okay, guys? And then we're gonna just go ahead and continue with that. Okay, but you see where I'm going with this, guys? And now you can actually move the core and put it behind the cockpit if you don't feel comfortable with it out in the open like that. Okay? But you see where I'm going with this, guys? Is, you know, this is your world. You know, you do however you want to do, build however you want to build. Now we can go ahead and move this around. And let me show you something else too you can do with this. Let's go ahead and get our little detector put up here out of way. Okay. Now you remember this. Now you can center it in the cockpit right there. Okay? But if you right click on it, okay, so no, I'm lying to you. This doesn't have it. Okay? Alright. So what we gotta do is we gotta build a block up. I lied to you guys. I was thinking that this was retractable. It is not. So let's go ahead and turn it around. But it will still shoot at like drones and stuff if you're running from drones. Try to get away. Big stretch. Big stretch. Big stretch. Yeah, so that's, you know. And then go ahead and put our little engines back in the backpack here. Yep. Oh, let's see. Yep, that was there. All right. Now keep in mind, remember, we got to put engines that stop us from going forward. Okay, so we'll put that little booger back over there. I don't think that this is an engine right here. Yeah, no. But, I mean, it's okay if we move it. It's fine. It ain't gonna hurt nothing at all, guys. Yeah, there we go. All right, beautiful. All right. All right, let's go ahead and... All right, beautiful. All right. And then we can finally... I think this is it. Yeah. That's it. Okay. And then we can put that on there like that. And then put that on there like that. All right. Let's go ahead and grab that. Because remember, we got to give it some... Get over there. There you go. We got to give... There you go. We got to give it some type of protection. Remember, guys? Alright. Okay. And then... Do-do-do-do. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Where's it at? Where are you at? Are you in there? Are you over here? Alright, let's go ahead and... Nope, let's go ahead and turn on symmetry mode now, because now we're fixing to get into some stuff. Alright, now... 2, 3... Where's that? I think that's it. Yep, there it is. Beautiful. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take that to a gray color. Okay. Look at that. How cool is that? No, right? It's crazy. There. That happened. Alright, so let's turn off symmetry mode because that worked really, really well. Okay. Alright. Now let's do this again. This time let's do it correctly. Come on. Select the right. There we go. Let's move that out the way. There we go. And then, where's that? No, it's gonna be in this little section. It is, yep, that's the one. Oh, shoot. No, it's gonna be back one more. Alright, and then, there we go. Beautiful. Now, let's paint that gray. Commode. Like we did the other one. Look at that. Alright, let's get rid of the pink. Just saying. I mean, we could go pink. You know, we could go pink. Alright, so now we've got options with our blocks. We could kind of spice things up a little bit and go that route, which that's not a bad looking route, actually, guys. I mean, if we're to be honest, that's not a bad looking route. But then we'd have to do it over here. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's move that. Yeah. There we go. Just like so. We still have the same width. The only thing is we won't have a low profile because of the Gatling turn on the back. What block am I looking for? I am looking for, yeah, these. So keep that in mind. Okay. So what we've done is we've moved things around, shoveled things around. Okay. Oh, I think I found. I think I know what I want to do here, guys. Took me a minute, and I think. Yes. I think that's. I think this is the route I want to go here. Yeah. Let me think about that for a second. Let me look at some of these shapes right here and then decide. While I'm thinking, I'm going to hop up, grab a refill, a cup of coffee real quick, folks. And if you need a refill, go ahead and grab you a refill too. I'll be right back. No. All right, folks, I am back with a fresh refill of coffee. Good stuff. I get my little table. All right, let's see here. All right. Okay, so I haven't decided if I wanted to do that. See, what I was thinking. Okay, let me throw one down there for you, and I'll show you what I was talking about. I was thinking about placing that block there. But I don't like how it does the engines. You see what I'm saying? That's like, no. And I don't think that we have any direction over the small engines. Yeah, see, there's no other options for those. So, let's get that out of the way. Go ahead and get that out of the way, too. All right, so let's go lay down. Now, go. I don't care where. Go. Get down off the couch. Thank you. All right. Let me. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me see something. No, not liking that either. Let's try this one. Nope, not liking that one either. Let's try. You know what? We might be onto something right there. Let's experiment real quick, guys. Okay. We might be on. I never even thought of it like this before. Yeah. You know, I think that's gonna work out. I think that might be what we're looking for right there, guys. What do you think? Yeah. Let's go ahead and finish it out. See what it looks like. Okay, so we would need this. I think this is going to work for us. I think this. Oh, hold on. Let's see what this does. Okay. Okay. Let's. Yeah. Yeah. That'll work. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 This is working, guys. Okay. We'll have to get rid of that. We'll have to get rid of that and that. Come on. Alright, now let's oh, wrong button. No. There you go. Now work with me. Just trying to see what I done here, that's all. Okay. Let's go with that color scheme. Okay. And these are just you know, just placeholders. That's all those blocks are right there. It gives you a little bit of protection. And that's it. Okay, that's all those are. It's just placeholders. That's it. Okay. All right. Now let's look at see what we got. Let's study. So that's actually what is that? That's okay. That's the little half block. All right. Let's. What do we got that we can work with? Actually, if I stop pushing the wrong buttons, let's go ahead and take that. Okay. So let's go ahead and go with. Actually, let's kind of spice it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and just go with these. Yeah, let's just go ahead and throw those in there. 'Cause they still offer the same amount of protection. Okay. Not really. Actually. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Now, you're not going to get everything that you want from Empyrion. You're just not going to get the blocks that you want. Okay? It's just not going to happen. So you just got to make do with the best you got. All right. Now. There we go. Okay. Now. Did I do that? Yeah, I done it right. Alright. And then the rest, you can just fill that up with the carbon substrate boxes. Alright, now let's go ahead and put our engines back in the back. There we go. There's that engine. And then we got to move this little engine over to this side. Where you at, engine? There you is. Okay, there we go. Alright, now let's go ahead and grab some carbon substrate blocks and we'll just fill all this in. Alright. Okay. Just fill it in. Make it look all pretty. Alright, let's see. I think there's, yeah. Yep. Alright. So everything is pretty much moved over one. You saw that. I think I'm going to go ahead and take that all the way camo. Actually, you know what? Let's do something real quick. Let's get wild, crazy with it. Okay, yeah. That's gonna work. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Now, I'll show you here in a minute, guys, why I'm doing this. Yep. Oh, beautiful. All right, now let's turn that off. Okay. Let's go back to our camo. All right. Now let's go ahead. Nope, wrong color, dummy. All right, see how it accents it? All right, let's see. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work right there. Right now. Yep, that'll work. All right, now. We're just throwing some color on there, guys. That's all. All right, there we go. Beautiful. Well, I mean, I'm not really satisfied with the color scheme per se, but it's better than nothing. There we go. I'm gonna leave the ammo controller. I'm gonna leave that green so you can very easily distinguish it. There we go. I think that's it. All right, so there we go. Okay. A little bit of here. You can't paint. Well, I guess you can paint that. Okay. Well, I didn't know. All right. So there you go. Paint that. Come on. There you go. Okay. And remember, we're just kind of giving our stuff a little bit of protection, guys. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. That's why we're building it out of steel blocks. Well, I say steel blocks, but anywho. All right, now let's give it. There we go. And let's just go ahead and give it one of those. There we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, all right. Save as live stream fighter. No, that's Dieter. All right, we're gonna copy that. Okay, then we're gonna turn on all this stuff. We're gonna go in the P menu. Then we're going to select all and then V. There we go. Now, there you go, live stream fighter. Okay. Should be there, right there. Okay. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So, if you notice, we kept a low profile and stuff like that. We still got our ammunition. Alright, let's go ahead and auto group everything again. Okay. What are we missing here? Alright. That's what we're missing. Alright. There we go. Oh, really? Why aren't you fire? Okay. We auto grouped everything. Okay. Do I need to power on and power off? You know what? I might not have ammo. That might be the problem. Let me see. Yep, that's what it is. Okay. That should work now. There we go. It just wasn't loaded. That's stupid. I've never had that problem before. I never ran across it before. Okay, I just throw some color on there, guys, just to mess around and show y'all it's nowhere near finished as far as paint. And remember, you still got to do the bottom part over there also. But it's just showing y'all, you know, a little bit of the game and stuff like that. Okay? I'll finish the build and stuff like that later, not right now. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream now because I've got to open up some windows, open up some vents, let that breeze come through because I refuse to turn my air conditioner on right at the moment. And well, this thing got a little warm in here. The wind's blowing nicely and beautifully, but where I've got my second monitor, it closes off one of my windows, so I've got to open up the front door, the kitchen window, the back door, and let screens and all that, let the wind blow through here and cool everything off. But guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I hope this stream kind of gives you an idea of what Empyrion Galactic Survival is about. And I will catch you in the next stream. And as always, happy gaming.